where the bad pianos start to show. Keys all out of tune, just watch 'em go. Welcome to Adam and Joe talking nonsense on the Outside Scoop podcast show.
Are we recording?
Yeah, we're recording, yeah.
Welcome to episode 18 on a brand new day.
A brand new day.
Brand new day. We just so happen to be wearing the exact same clothes.
Yeah, this isn't the... Oh, no. We've been rumbled. We've
rumbled ourselves.
Oh, damn it. We've done ourselves in.
We'll have to bring some clothes in or something.
Change of clothes.
Yeah. Quick outfit change and change the hat and maybe we'll change tops and...
Change my makeup and stuff.
And just grow a beard.
Yeah.
Or I'll shave in between.
Yeah, you shave.
Yeah.
And I'll just leave this going.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
So a brand new day.
Honest.
Yes. It is Friday
It's
5th.
Friday the 89th of Memorary.
Yes. And we've been under a Labour government for 20 years.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's halfway between George Orwell and Star Trek Next Generation.
So welcome.
Hopefully.
Welcome. We do this though. We do sit and record 3 or 4 podcasts, don't we?
Well, it's just the only way that it works,
Yeah.
isn't it? We have to
Block out 90 minutes, get them done,
yeah.
and then it's done.
We just try and do a couple of hours of it, get it done quick.
Yeah, because we're both busy guys.
Squeezing a lot in.
Yeah, you got a full-time job.
You really do have a full-time job. It just you're the boss, so it doesn't really act like it, does it?
And family, and then you've got your other commitments in your own life. We can't all bring it.
We can't do this every single day.
No, we can't.
We
It would
have
be
to-
lovely too.
We have to bulk record these.
Yeah, it's essential. So, I like it. Some of our acoustic solutions have fallen off the wall.
When he says acoustic solutions, what he means is a roast chicken flavoured crisp box. Walkers. Very high quality.
Yeah. It's I do love the way we put such minimal effort into this stuff.
This is good. Yeah.
Was that held up by tape or was that a nail?
No, that was a nail that I
bashed
banged
in
in the wall with a pair of plumber's grips.
Solid wall as well, not a plaster
Oh
board.
no! This is stone.
Yeah.
Because it's not like between you and I, we've probably got 30 hammers.
No.
Just none of them are here.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to shops to buy another one.
So today I do have a topic.
Oh.
And there's something we can both contribute towards. It's kind of first jobs. I know we talk about jobs a lot, but jobs are a big part of our lives and they do shape who we are.
Absolutely.
And I think I particularly want to talk about, it doesn't exclusively have to be the first jobs, but our first set of jobs and, as we're young and jobs that weren't paper rounds or milk rounds or whatever.
No, we've not talked about first jobs, have we?
So my first job, Big Fat Pete, selling sunglasses on Southend seafront.
Big Orange Pete. He was one of the original wheeler dealers, wasn't he?
Proper gangster he was.
Yeah.
Proper gangster. I woke up one morning, Dad said, "Got a job for you. Come on, let's go."
Yeah.
And what am I doing?
I don't want to go to work.
Must be 13. I think I was 13. I don't think I was
something like that.
I don't think I was 12.
No, I think it was 13.
I think 13. It was going into so it would have started about Easter time or whatever.
Yeah.
And so the job was to sit outside Mr. B's arcade in Southend and see.
Your dad was the manager.
My dad was the manager. He could have taken more advantage of that situation, I think. But yeah, it's I was sat outside Southend, Mr. B's arcade on Southend on seafront.
Yeah.
Selling sunglasses and rock.
Nice.
For $1.99.
$1.99.
Only $1.99. Only $1.99.
Yeah.
What a job that was.
You had a great time, didn't you?
First job, first proper job with a boss, and you have to turn up and put the hours in and all that sort of stuff. And it probably wouldn't be a legal job these days with all the child employment laws.
I don't think it was a legal job back then, to be honest. I suppose there's been more.
If you're under 14, you can't work.
No, can you not? Is
Basically,
that what it is
you can work like 2 hours on a Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, which is no good. You can't get any experience doing that.
No.
What's weird is that if the employer said that it wasn't work, but it was a job shadowing, he could have you there 8 hours a day, 5 days a week.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm fairly sure that's kind of what I got the impression of the other day.
I must have been job shadowing then.
Yeah. Well, now is what I mean. But yeah.
Oh, now? Okay.
Yeah. Now I think so. If you get paid for your work, you can do 2 hours.
Yeah.
But if you're shadowing someone to learn the job, you can just basically be a slave.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Take
Makes
advantage
sense,
of that.
doesn't it?
Yeah, take advantage of that. So yeah, that was my first job. Started off in Easter, and we'd sell these sunglasses through till the end of the summer holidays. I'd work every weekend. I'd get paid 30 quid a day. Lovely.
Pretty good.
And then through the summer holidays, I was working every day. That was fine actually.
That was a lot of money as well.
Yeah, 150 quid or whatever. I didn't work every day. It wasn't 7 days a week. It was like 5 days a week maybe.
Yeah.
It felt like every day, particularly at that age. And but yeah, 150 quid a week or something like that, and that was a lot of money for a 14-year-old, 13-year-old to have sort of during the summer holidays.
150 quid a week.
Cash.
Be nice now, wouldn't it? 150 quid a week in cash, you can do what you want with.
But that was great fun. He had some great stories, and Big Fat Pete. He is how you think he is. He's a big guy.
Yeah.
Huge guy. Bigger than life.
Yeah.
And he had this old straw hat.
That's it. And he always wore bright shirts.
Shirts, old straw hat. He'd keep all his money in his top left breast pocket.
That's it. It was
hundreds and hundreds of pounds.
It was out here, wasn't it? Like that.
Great big wad of cash.
Great big pocket.
And his forehead was like a Neanderthal. It was like
straight back.
He had no forehead. It was that.
None of this. It was straight in like that.
Yeah.
He was not. I mean, I did a couple of days for him when he was on holiday, and he was. Yeah, he was. I learnt quite a lot.
Yeah.
In those 3 days.
Yeah, he's. So the sunglasses we'd sell were very much of the time, sort of late 90s, early 2000s style. So
very cheap.
Ali G.
Yeah.
We had those orange sunglasses. So we had those in orange, green, and yellow.
Yeah.
Big black frames, orange things. At $1.99, people love those.
$1.99.
They'd I'd call them Spice Girls glasses, very small, thin ones.
Yeah.
And they're pink and baby blue and yellow, and then we'd have like our Mickey Mouse Armani and aviators and all that sort of stuff. But only $1.99 a pair.
$1.99 for a pair of sunglasses.
Yeah.
Basically free.
We set up the stall, rows of sunglasses out there. On the other end, you had your sticks of rock, which are made by the Rock Factory, which is on the seafront.
Grosvenor's kiosk, I think they were called, something like that. Yeah, and they were quarter of a mile down the road, just behind.
And good fun. That just
a lot of
just doing that all day. $2, $1.99, $1.99, $1.99.
Lots of pennies being sent back.
Yeah.
Coincidentally, that rock manufacturer in Southend, they apparently make confectionery for most seafront towns.
Oh, do they?
Yeah,
it's a proper setup. I did go in there a few times to go get the sticks of rock.
Yeah, I went there on a school trip twice.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I think it's because it's the only thing within 100 yards. So.
Oh, right.
But it's a proper like everywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you say, slinging sunglasses.
Slinging sunglasses all day, sitting under the beating sun.
Yeah.
Didn't have sun cream in those days.
You just get burnt.
But no, it was. Good stories, good fun. He made you work for the money, and he had some peculiar food choices.
Did he?
Yeah. So he'd always buy breakfast. Most days he'd buy breakfast. He didn't always. If he was in a bad mood, he wouldn't buy breakfast. And normally bad mood days were when the weather was crap.
Oh, really?
Because if the weather was crap, you're not slinging sunglasses.
You're not selling sunglasses,
no.
are you?
So his breakfast was. There's a cafe next door, or a calf next door to Mr. B's.
Yeah.
I think you had the chippy, then there was a calf.
Yeah.
And it was toasted bacon sandwich with mint sauce.
That's weird.
That was his jam, and I got into it because that's what he buys. So I was like, oh yeah.
So I just had 2 of them.
Yeah, and really funny breakfast.
That's a really weird way to start the day, isn't it?
The mint sauce and the bacon.
Yeah.
Not just bacon sandwich, whatever, but the mint sauce. It's a stroke of genius. I've not done it in years actually.
We'll have to try that.
I just don't keep mint sauce in the house.
Maybe that's going to be one of our first live taste sessions.
Do a little cook off on here.
Yeah.
He'd do that, and then lunchtime could be a McDonald's, or it could be a bag of chips or something like that. Or sometimes we didn't have lunch, just didn't have time for it.
Just working.
Yeah, just work the way through. Which wasn't really an issue. Didn't really think about
when you're working.
Yeah.
You don't. Me personally, if I'm grafting, I tend to forget about lunch and just get on.
Yeah, you just get on. You have your cup of tea, don't you?
Unless I'm working really hard.
Yeah.
Then my body goes, no, we need some energy, son.
Yeah.
But yeah, I will work through lunch fairly often.
Yeah. So
not when we're in the pub, by the way.
No. So food was just lots of interesting different ways about what he ate his food. He used to smoke a lot, but he hid it from his wife, so he'd have mint freshener, mouth freshener, he'd have a fag, and then
get the mint on,
quickly get it in, and just selling dodgy sunglasses on the seafront. And I think he'd make enough money so he wouldn't have to work over winter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't think he did anything over winter.
No.
He'd make enough money selling those sunglasses. God knows how much those sunglasses were per unit.
Oh, nothing, I bet. They had to be nothing.
And I couldn't tell you how many boxes we'd sling. It was probably hundreds a day.
I bet he had a great big warehouse full of them.
Well, we'd always carry, the old checkered plastic bags, wasn't it? So there was 3 or 4 of those, and they were filled with boxes, outers of sunglasses, and each one of those sunglass boxes probably had 12 pairs in them. But yeah, that was and I did that for 2 or 3 years.
Did you do it that long?
Yeah, 2 seasons. Definitely 2 seasons, maybe 3 seasons.
Did you do it for 2 seasons?
At least 2, yeah. Maybe even a third.
Bloody hell. I didn't think you did it that long.
Yeah, it wasn't a 1 year job.
I thought you just did it for the 1 year.
No, did the first year, did the second year. I don't know if I did the third year.
I remember, I don't think you could have done a third because you then went to the car wash.
Yeah.
Didn't you?
I think I went to the car wash halfway through that year, maybe.
Was it?
I think it was a case of Pete didn't need me anymore. Maybe I was getting too old for him. I don't know.
He's going to start asking for a raise soon. He's going to want more money.
I need another young apprentice to take advantage of. Although I never felt took advantage of. I was like, 30 quid, great.
Yeah.
And then sometimes, like, if we had a real smashing day, give me another 20 quid on top of that. And it was like, oh, cheers. Yeah. Never asked for it. And he just, he'd always, he never asked. He always just gave
you out.
Yeah, when it was a good sort of solid day.
Yeah.
And, he'd sit there all cheerful, singing his little songs, bringing people in, shaking people's hands, talking about the gold he buried.
That's funny.
And so that's my first real job experience was, I guess, customer service. If you took it away, customer service, a retail job, it's selling, salesmanship, getting a pat with the people. And your first job was it the fencing?
No, I'm trying to think what it was. I had a paper round. Yeah. For a bit. I think my first job was like Saturday boy at Clive's workshop.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, did you do that, did you?
I did that for... It didn't last long. It didn't last long. I was still at a stage in life where I needed guidance.
Yeah.
Constant guidance. Which you do.
Well, you know that, yeah. Like, you need to tell kids all the time.
You've got to tell kids all the time.
If you don't understand that, you need to tell them what to do all the time. Then you're not
the right boss for them.
Yeah.
And that was good fun while I was there. Clive taught me quite a bit.
Yeah.
But I was just there to sweep up. And there will be days that I forgot to sweep up.
Just stood there with a broom. What do I do?
Yeah, not even with a broom, just standing around looking for his tools. My first proper job, though, would have been when I left school. I worked for a fencing yard called Mr. Fencing in Shoebury. And that was...
You not have a job before leaving school then?
I don't think I did.
Oh, really? Did you do the car wash at all?
No.
Didn't do the car wash, because everyone did the car wash, didn't they?
No, I didn't do the car wash.
What do you do for money then?
I've got no idea.
You must have had some money from somewhere, or you just took it from your dad's coin pot that you had by the stairs.
Well, I don't know. I think what it actually was is that all I wanted to do then was go fishing. Yeah. And my dad used to take me fishing.
But what about all the war hour stuff?
I didn't have that much of it.
You still bought bits though, didn't you?
No, I never bought any. It was always what I got for Christmas and birthdays. I didn't have
Oh,
a lot.
was it?
Yeah, I never had a lot of that at all. Never.
Well, you should have had a job.
Should have had a job. But I used to go fishing. My
Yeah.
dad used to take me fishing, so I didn't need to go and earn money.
Yeah.
Because almost once a weekend we'd go fishing.
Yeah, yeah.
So I didn't have to. I didn't have to go to work to do what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
But my first proper job was it was Mr. Fencing, and that was. I didn't really enjoy it at the time,
I know. I could tell you could enjoy it. That was horrible work, wasn't it?
but I enjoyed the level of responsibility I was given.
Describe what you were doing.
Well, I was yard boy,
Yeah.
basically. So what they did, what they might do, I don't know. They might still be about. But what they did is made fence panels, cut timber down to size. So you could go in there and go, can I have a bit of wood that's 2 3/4 inches wide and 4 7/8 of an inch long? You know, you can wide deep, and you can ask for any size wood you wanted, and we would cut it up and sell it to you. We'd make fence panels, like I say, made 2 different types of fence panels. We treated them, and there was a crew that fitted them. So that was kind of the thing: timber yard, fencing yard, and fitting of this stuff. There was another bit out back, a shed out back, that did the concrete posts as well, which they made on site every day. I did a day in there, and I still haven't worked as hard as I worked on that day.
Really?
I'll tell you about that in a minute. That was insane. And my job to start with really was making sure all the timber stocks were full.
Yeah.
So we had, I think it was 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 foot lengths of they're basically toll batten size timber, and we would chop them down from big lumps of almost like 10x4 lumps of timber. Because I imagine it's because they were the cheapest timber that you could buy. So we'd have these great big lumps of timber, and my job was to rip them down with a bandsaw.
Yeah.
And this is one of the things I enjoyed.
You still got your fingers.
I still got all my fingers, yeah. I still got them all.
16-year-old boy with great big timber with bandsaws.
So with
no safety equipment.
None at all. 4 metre lengths of timber, a good 10x4 inches, most of them.
Yeah.
With a band, it must have been 16 foot high, this bandsaw.
Yeah.
And the throat on it, the depth of cut was probably over 2 foot. And the teeth were as big as my hand.
Forget your fingers, you still got your arms.
Yeah. And the teeth were as big as my... And it had a barrel on it like this that drew the wood in. So you just pushed it into the barrel and it just dragged the wood through it.
And you ran the other way.
Well, I just used to get the next bit ready to go. So that was my job, was ripping all this timber down.
Yeah.
And if they were short on fence panels, I'd jump on making fence panels. It was, if I'm honest, it wasn't a bad job. It terribly paid, of course, but they always are when you're that age, aren't they? I think it was 20 quid a day or something.
Yeah.
But it was. I learnt a lot.
You dipped the panels there as well, though, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Which is why you always came back.
I always came back covered in crap. Because what would happen? From this point, I was like, I've been the same ever since. It's get the job done. Don't really care what's involved. Let's just get it done. So what would happen is throughout the day I would cut the wood to size, filling up all the bins and stuff, making sure all the wood was there, and there was a couple of other blokes that would make fence panels, and then they would put them on a rack in an area out the back, and out the back this rack led into a big tub, like a 6 foot by 6 foot tub that we put it's not creosote, but it was a water-based creosote type dip, and what we would do is we would dip the panels, so you'd take them from one bit, dip it and put it on the drying rack, take the next panel, dip it and put it on the drying. We had gloves. They gave us gloves and stuff, but I used to wear shorts to work.
Yeah.
And I just got to a point where I was fed up with mucking about with other people. So I used to dip them on my own.
Okay, right.
So I would just grab the panels, dip them in, and lift them up like awkwardly. But I'd just get them out and throw them on the rack, and I'd just get them done quick because everybody else are fanning about because they want to get the gear on. And I'm like, even the boss came downstairs one day and went, "Look at the state of you." And I can't remember his name now. I wish I could remember his name. My dad will know his name.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name. And yeah, he said, "Look at the state of you." And I'm like, "I'm just getting the job done." He went, "Good. Good. That's the way you get the job done, and then you've got nothing to do, and you sit about for a bit."
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and he was always like that. He was an old boy. Like, he weren't grumpy. He was just, you know, an old boy from Southend. They have their way about him, you know.
Yeah.
But he was, I think ultimately he was actually quite a caring man.
Yeah.
But you had to be a boss, and you can't be a caring man when you're a boss. But that was a great job. Didn't get any injuries. Zuzzed the end of my finger a little bit with a saw, but that was about it. And then I was having a miserable time. I just wasn't feeling it.
Yeah.
And he came up to me and went, "Adam, you need to go and get a different job."
Right.
He came to me and said, "Look, do the rest of the week, but go and get another job."
Yeah.
Anyway, I didn't, and spent another month or so bumming around the house.
Yeah.
And then there was a bloke down the road who might have enjoyed a narcotic or two, but he was quite a good labourer.
Yeah.
Quite a good working labourer anyway. At the time he was. He's probably dead now. And we called him Eco Dave. He'd done quite a bit of work for me mum and dad in their garden.
Yeah.
And he was just a kind lad who liked drugs, you know. And he knew a bloke who had a job on running wheelbarrows.
Okay.
Now, this was my second proper job, and this really is where I think this is where I learnt my work ethic.
Yeah.
This was the making of me as a worker. And the job was digging swimming pools.
Okay. Yeah, the swimming pool gig.
And yeah,
Did that for a while, didn't you?
It weren't that long. It was about 8-9 months.
Oh, was
10,
it? I thought it was a few years.
It was only about 10 months.
Oh,
because
right.
the company folded because the bloke who ran the company was a bit crap.
Yeah.
He kept taking deposits from the net jobs to pay the last jobs.
Right.
Because he couldn't price anything apparently. He didn't know what things cost.
Yeah.
But yeah, the job was good fun.
Yeah.
When I was doing it, you know, like that first job in particular was really good. And he actually, like, at the time I was a part-time labourer almost, and the bloke took me on because of it, because I sort of did a good job, you know. And yeah, we worked really hard at that, really hard, like running wheelbarrow after wheelbarrow, digging I think it would have been 25 foot by 15 foot by 8 foot hole in someone's garden.
Right.
With a mini digger.
Yeah.
And 5 lads with wheelbarrows. Yeah, and that's what we did. Ran up with a wheelbarrow. Digger driver loaded the wheelbarrow. You ran it out to the front garden, which was probably, I don't know, 40-metre run, 50-metre run. Run it to the front garden, dump it, run back, go get your next barrow load. And we did that. I did that for 2.5 weeks solid.
Yeah.
Just running wheelbarrows like that. Yeah, and then learn to work hard after that. That's really what did it for me, yeah. That was that, and that had been my first 2 proper grafting jobs.
Yeah. So my second job was the car wash. 5-minute car wash.
Was it now?
That was what it was called, wasn't it? The 5-minute car wash.
Oh yeah, it became a locksmith, didn't it?
That was the name of it. So you'd this is before what car washes are today, where it's a bunch of, you know, I don't know what the word is, but you know what I mean.
It's usually immigrants, isn't it? It's usually unpaid, ununionised.
You get 50 of them clean your car.
Yeah,
and
immigrants working at car washes.
Old petrol station or something like that.
Yeah.
So this is before those days, and it was sort of, how many of the 15 kids washing cars,
really?
basically.
Just 15 kids.
Yeah, it was all kids washing cars. So you drive in one way, and then so you go through. You'd have the jet wash done, and then you'd have.
Wasn't the thing no brushes?
I don't think there's a machine.
No. What I mean is, I think their thing was we don't use brushes.
Yeah, so it's jet wash, sponges.
Yeah.
And then there's something else before it came out into the yard where you'd pay, and then like 6 of us would chamois the car dry.
Oh, really?
So that's why I started with the chamois.
Did ya?
Drying the cars.
Yeah.
8 hours a day.
Oh my god.
Oh
my god.
It was dull.
Oh,
it was boring.
Hard, boring work.
It was just pants.
Yeah.
Just absolutely
You
pants.
did that every weekend for months.
Yeah, and I'd never liked that job.
Nah.
It was this horrible job.
Yeah.
And I remember one time a Ferrari came through.
Could you imagine driving your Ferrari for like 15, 13-year-olds to clean?
All nice cars would come through though. Like
Would
a
they?
lot of nice cars would come through because we did do a good job. We did get the
Yeah.
car clean, and because it wasn't like a machine,
Yeah.
people with the nicer cars prefer the
People
hand wash.
trust it, yeah.
So the Ferrari came through, and
Ferrari.
you'd each get a quarter of the car, the front left, right, front left,
And a new sponge.
front right, blah blah blah. And you
Yeah.
do your quarter. And I was doing the front right corner, I think.
Mm.
I was just shamming away, getting it dry, buffing it up. And then the guy behind me decided to jump on my quarter, which meant opening the driver's door and doing the seals, which I'd do. But he opened it, and I was just working backwards, doing the arches, walking backwards, doing it. And he opened the door, and I knocked the wing mirror off the Ferrari.
No, did you? You never told me that.
And I was like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna die!"
Yeah.
I've nicked a wing mirror off a Ferrari. It's gonna be the end of the world.
That's it. Yeah, I'm never gonna financially recover from
Yeah,
this.
I'm gonna die. He's gonna
Just kill me.
yeah, hung, draw, and quarter me.
Yeah.
And luckily the guy was cool.
Was he?
He's like, "Don't worry about it." He picked up the wing mirror,
Yeah.
clipped it back on.
Did he?
Yeah.
He went, these things fall off.
So I was like,
Oh, God. I can imagine.
Yeah, so the rest of the day I was just like making sure I wasn't knocking anybody else's wing mirror
Yeah.
off. And so we'd have lunch breaks. We'd have a couple of breaks a day. They weren't long, like 20-minute lunch breaks.
Usually, like, the usual that I would have is quarter of an hour at 10 o'clock, half an hour at 12 o'clock, quarter of an hour at, I think, about 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
That would be the average lunch breaks I would get.
Yeah, I think it was probably about the same. Just 10 minutes, sit down in the staff room.
Yeah.
Lunch is a bit longer, then maybe another 10 minutes in the afternoon. And I was doing this over winter as well.
Yeah,
So
I
was
remember.
bloody cold. My hands were freezing.
all the time.
Just not enjoying it at all. But I was doing it because it's
Money.
a job, and I said to my dad, "I'd do it."
Yeah.
So I was just doing it and just working these bloody things. And the guys I was working with, they're all arseholes.
Yeah, they always are because they're
Yeah.
working in a car wash.
Yeah, they're all arseholes, and I just didn't like them. And one day, one of them said something to me. I can't remember what it was now, but I went on lunch and just never came back.
Really?
Yeah, I was just like, nah,
Done.
done. Just I don't
Not
want to do
putting
this,
up this
yeah.
anymore. I
I'm
can't
not
get
going
a
to tell you I'm
different job.
quitting. I'm just not going to turn back up.
Yeah.
And I did that, and I think he still wanted to give me his wages afterwards, or talk to me about it, or
Yeah.
try and sort something out. But
Well, it's good that he
yeah.
wanted to give you your wages.
And I was like, no, I don't, no, not interested.
Don't want the job.
Wash my hands of this.
Yeah.
And so there, that was my second job. I don't think I had another job after that.
Not in Southend, you didn't.
No, I don't think I did. Because then I was, probably getting towards the time of I must have done something.
I don't think you did.
I can't think if I did though.
I don't because I don't think.
Because then I was winding into obviously moving away, but
Oh, you did a bit of that football collecting.
that was before Pete. That was.
Was it?
Yeah, that was like a milk round job kind of thing. Not really a job. Yeah, that was before Big Fat Pete.
Yeah. You probably didn't do anything else after that because I don't think you left long after that.
Don't know. I can't
No.
think. I must have. I don't know. I must have done something. It's always had something to do.
I don't remember you doing anything.
But yeah. So that was the second job, and then moved away.
What's quite interesting is you said that your dad got you the job with Big Pete,
Yeah.
and then you said to him, "I'll do this job with the car wash."
Yeah.
That's pretty much the same for me. My dad got me the job at the woodyard,
Yeah.
and then when I got the labouring gig running wheelbarrows, I said to him, "I'm going to stick at this and make
Yeah.
this work."
Yeah.
You know, so yeah. First job madness.
First job madness.
Yeah.
Is that the title of this episode?
First job madness. We just worked it out, haven't we? It was a long time ago. That's the thing that really hits me now.
Yeah.
Well, it was 25 years ago. Quarter of a century away. And it feels like it. There's so much has happened in between then and now.
Yeah.
Which is amazing when you think of it, because at the time, if you put yourself back in those shoes, you go, God, wow, it's been a long time getting here, but I'm glad I'm here.
Yeah.
And it's like it's your first or second job, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And all I did was worry about, what if this job goes wrong? What am I going to do next?
Yeah, I never really had that worry.
Did you not? I've always worried that there's not going to be another job.
No, I've never.
Well,
never
I
worried
used
about
to.
it.
Until about 10 years ago, I did.
Yeah.
And I don't really worry about it anymore.
Yeah. No, I've never ever worried about what jobs around the corner.
Yeah, I definitely used to.
Yeah. It's always thought worst case scenario to go stack shelves somewhere.
Yeah.
It's never come to that.
But you could do, couldn't
But
you?
I'll probably go do that now because apparently it pays quite well.
It's like 15 quid an hour, isn't it?
Yeah, let's go stack shelves. Yeah,
Go do that for 8 hours a day, then
go
£3
£8 an hour. No,
overtime.
it's not £8 now. It's 15 quid an hour.
Yeah,
What? How many hours a week can I do for that?
Yeah. Can I do 100? Will you give me 100?
I'll quite happily do 100 hours a week.
I'll do 100 hours.
There's jobs like that though now, isn't there? Like you think, oh, worst case scenario, I'll go stand on the factory line, or I'll go do stacking shelves, or I'll go do this. Jobs you think are low paid, repetitive,
but
whatever.
they're
job.
not anymore.
Be like, oh, hang on, we saw jobs working in a bloody cake factory for 18 quid an hour,
No,
didn't we?
18 quid an hour to bloody make cakes.
Mm.
And you can have as much cake as you want. It says it in the words.
You can have your cake and eat it.
And the other thing that I thought was amazing is they do a bloody bus service.
Yeah.
They pick you. There's 2 villages they pick you up from. Can't remember which.
You have to around here though.
Well, yeah, because everything's bloody far away.
There isn't a bus service.
No.
And that bakery's in a village.
Yeah.
It's a big bakery.
Yeah.
It's the bakery
but there's 15 people that live in the village.
Yeah.
So they don't work in the bakery.
And it's the same for Westmoreland, you know, like the services.
Oh, yeah.
They run buses.
Oh, do they?
Because
you can't get there, because they're in nowhere.
Centre Parks, they run buses.
Yeah.
Because no one drives either.
No.
No one drives. Really remote county where you've got to get about.
And no one drives.
And no one drives.
Yeah. But it's... Yeah, you could get by fairly well.
Yeah.
If you... That's not to say everybody can. You've got to have the right work ethic. You've got to have the health behind you to be able to do it. We're fortunate in that if we had to go and do a 12-hour shift, we could probably go and do it.
Yeah.
We'd be knackered.
Yeah.
But we could keep that up for a few months.
It's ridiculous. Like, and there's not bad mouthing what they're getting paid or that you shouldn't.
No, they should be getting paid.
Of course they're getting paid.
Yeah, everybody should get paid as much money as you can.
That you can go do that. And,
yeah, it's
you
reassuring.
You can go work in Tesco and earn 30-40 grand on the checkouts.
Yeah.
And then you think, well, hang on, what job am I doing? Do I need that much stress?
Yeah.
In my life? Or...
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I've had it a few times with my job.
Yeah.
Where I go, is it worth? Because what I do has progressively gone up from sort of mid-30s to mid-50s.
Yeah.
Floated around that world. And there are times where I've been earning, you know, around the 40s going, I don't know if this is worth this.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's worth this amount of stress.
Yeah.
Because I could go and earn this driving a lorry.
You can earn more driving a lorry.
Well, you can earn more driving a lorry, as Sam will tell us one day. Sam.
Thinking £18. He wouldn't work for £18
he wouldn't get out of bed for 18 quid an hour. 18 quid an hour.
Unless it starts with a 3, he's not getting out of bed.
My lunch costs 18 quid an hour.
But yeah, it's crazy some of the jobs, which just where there is a skills gap, a labour shortage.
Yeah,
the pay's just gone through the roof.
Absolutely.
and you just, it's good for them.
Good for that. Absolutely, yeah, damn right. Give them the money.
Yeah.
Let them have good Christmases.
Yeah.
You know.
But what about us? Where's our money?
Where's our money? I don't know. Got loads of things in the pipeline. Hopefully, something turns up. Maybe we could talk about that next.
Yeah.
That could be the next episode,
well,
couldn't it?
Our side hustles.
Yeah. Let's make that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that has drawn this episode to a tasty conclusion.
Fantastic.
Do you think?
Yes, and we'll return same time next time.
Yeah.
On the Outside Scoop.
Like, subscribe, and share.
See you then.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Where the bad piano start to show, keys all out of tune, just watch 'em go. Welcome to Adam and Joe talking nonsense on the Outside Scoop podcast show.